got my van with me. I got my cat. Everything's good. Everything's good.
Hey guys, as you can see from the title, this video is going to be a story time. I haven't done one of these in a while. I got to see BTS for free. On October 6th, I got the chance to see BTS in New York at Citi Field for free. It all started when I got a text from one of my friends asking if I was even going in the first place. And of course I said no, because I missed the ticket release date and I couldn't go because of that, because they sold out within minutes. He was asking because another one of his friends was going, but she didn't have a ride there. So she was hoping that she would catch a ride with somebody else who was going. But I wasn't going. Then a week later, 2 days before the show, I got another text from him saying the friend that she was going with bailed out due to transportation issues. And I was asked if I wanted to go. Obviously, I said, yeah, I want to go. But there was an issue. I had to work that day. I've never scrambled so much to get somebody to cover my shift before. And it was extra difficult because we are currently understaffed due to so many of our employees going off to college. So finding somebody to cover my shift when everybody is already scheduled is pretty difficult. The best I could get was switching with another person for an opening shift that morning. But I had to leave between 12 to 2 o'clock the absolute latest because I needed to drive 5 hours and get there by 7, which is when the show starts. So I worked at 8 a.m. and could only get out at 2, which gives me a very, very strict amount of time of me getting there. So I got out of work at 2, drove back up north to pick up the girl I was going with, whose name is Jasmine, by the way. This is what she looks like. This is her. Look how cute. Wow. And then we went straight to New York for a long 5-hour trip for an amazing night. Now, I've driven in New York before. I've driven in Manhattan before. I've done the drive before, and let me tell you, it's not fun. But on the way there, we listened to BTS and we talked the whole time. And this was also the first time that we were actually properly meeting. I'm pretty sure I've met her like once before in the past because she currently is in the video production class that I was in when I was in high school. But this is the real proper time that I've actually truly formally met her, and we spent 5 hours in a car together. This is the best way to like get to know a person. By the time we got into New York, it was already dark, and Citi Field is around Queens, I believe. So we had to cross the bridge and go through Queens, and we were kind of running late because of the fact that I left at 2. And it's like the latest amount of time that we could possibly get there. And you know, when you go to an event, they have specific directions that you go to get into like the parking lot and whatnot. And I've never driven in that specific area before, so I didn't know where I was going, and the directional signs were very far apart, so it's easy to take a wrong turn. And we in fact took a wrong turn. It went in the completely opposite direction, and we had to turn around and drive through the back streets of Queens and then go back in. I could be wrong about where we were when I say Queens. I could be wrong, but I just know that we drove around Queens, so I'm just saying Queens. And we ended up being like 15 minutes late. The parking was $40, first of all. We bolted from the parking lot and went and I'm not a runner, first of all. I can't run. I have zero stamina. I have a bad knee, and I just can't do it. And I'm just extremely out of shape. I ran as far as I could possibly go. Jasmine, who I was going with, has longer legs, so she can travel farther and faster than I can. We ran into the venue. We got our tickets scanned and everything. We got in the building, and before we even got into the actual like stage area, where they were already performing, unfortunately, we got our army bombs. This costed like $55. I like to acknowledge how expensive these things are because whenever you go to a concert, everything is like double the price. And what's really cool about these is that some people don't realize, but when you get these, they ask you like what your seat is, like where you're sitting, because they hook these up with Bluetooth and they change color and they blink and do all that kind of stuff according to like the song and stuff, so it makes the audience look extremely cool. And I can insert a video in here so you can see like what they do with these, and it's really cool. It was honestly really, despite the fact that we missed like the first few songs, we missed Idol and I'm Fine, and I think they did Save Me too before I'm Fine. I don't even remember. I was busy like in the bathroom after sitting in a car for 5 hours and then getting the army bombs. But I know they did Idol because that's what we heard while we were in the car pulling into the parking lot, and they did I'm Fine and whatnot. I will insert a few clips at the end that I got of the show. It was so good. Honestly, I haven't been in to a concert in quite a while. The last concert I went to was when I saw One Direction and Five Sauce. Like, that was a while ago. That was like the Midnight Memories tour, I think, and that was like mid-2015. But from my concert experience, I can definitely say this is the best show that I've ever been to. It wasn't like a typical concert in a way. It was more like, it was just fun. Their stage presence is so amazing, and like the show with like the lights and all the pyrotechnics, it was so like well done. It was just really well executed, and it was just so fun. Everyone around us was really chill. I was a little out of it because I was tired and excited, so I was like making like a really like meme-ish weird comments about literally everything, and this girl next to me was just like having all of it, and I'm just glad she found it funny, because otherwise if she wasn't like a nice person, I probably would have been extremely annoying. It was just a really fun show, and I'm like really glad I got to go, because I wanted to, but I couldn't, because I couldn't find the release date and I missed it. It was just so fun, and I'm so grateful that I got to go, and I'm so grateful for them being such awesome people, because I live such a routine life. I do the same things every single day. Like, I talked about this in my last video, but like, all I do is go to work, go to school, stay home by myself doing homework, and I don't do anything else. And it's like, it's agonizing, and it can literally drive you crazy. And it's literally driving me crazy. So to be able to do something different and to like get out of my maddening routine, it was really refreshing, and it was probably the most genuinely happy that I've been in a very, very long time. And I'm just grateful to my friend Brennan, who introduced me to Jasmine so we can actually go and experience this really awesome night. And this was also her first concert too, so I'm glad that I could be there for somebody's first concert. It's like, it's so exciting. And I'm really grateful for BTS for being such awesome people, and being such awesome performers, and talented performers, and just making a really, really awesome time. And I just had fun. It was great. Now on to the drive home. The show ended at 10, and then we didn't get to leave the parking lot until about 11 because it was so packed. So we just sat in my car. Like, I wasn't about to run my car and sit. We just stayed in the spot for about an hour until things started to clear out, and then we left, and we didn't get home until 4 a.m. and I'm so glad I wasn't working the next day, because that would have been terrible. Imagine if I had to go into work at 8 a.m. the next day. I would have literally hated everything more than I already do, because I'm a bitter baby. You thought I was gonna swear, didn't you? Nope. I was just lucky in this situation, like, and that, like, never happens. Stuff like this don't happen to me, so, like, I'm extremely grateful that I had this chance. But if you ever want to see someone, but, like, you can't because money situations, just start saving up for next year, because their shows are so good. And, like, I didn't realize how good that they were just... Go if you can. Like, if you find that chance, take it. Because it's so good. Okay, I'm getting a little bit out of hand. I'm gonna wrap this up because my camera is honestly saying, did you forget that you started recording? I will put some clips after I peace out. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and leave a comment on what kind of video you would like me to make next. And subscribe to see more, and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I post. Woo! Enjoy these clips, and keep smiling. Bye-bye.
Tonight's celebration with ARMY and BTS is just started right now! Okay guys, are you ready? Make some noise! Let's get it! Together,
hang out on the beaches as well.